Peace. This is the enemy's public, and I am Bro.Nasir. Brothers and sisters, as we all should know, around the United States and the world, the verdict was read yesterday of the fate of the race soldier who murdered George Floyd. The former Minneapolis, Minnesota race soldier Derrick Chauvin has been found guilty of all charges. He murdered our brother George Floyd Memorial Day of last year, and now he has to pay the piper. It's a good thing, yet our people should not be so celebratory. Not saying that we shouldn't be happy that there's finally a verdict of a police officer who murdered a black man or woman is going to prison. Now, the reason why I say we shouldn't be so celebratory is that there's still a system in place that protects these police officers when they do things like this. Now, this act that Derrick Chauvin did last Memorial Day was so heinous that police officers had to distance themselves from this terrible blunder. Yet we have to deal with police officers now. We have to hold them accountable now, because there's never really justice, it's just accountability. We have to hold them accountable now for being so quick to unholster their guns and murdering people, unjustified, unarmed men and women, shooting people. Now, Kim Potter, she should be in prison. We'll see what happens. We just don't want this to turn out to be a Amber Geiger, Botham Jean type case, because she said she made a mistake. When a 26-year veteran make a mistake like that, she should automatically be held accountable. Again, a taser is placed on your weak side, cross draw position, and if she didn't reach to her right or her left across, she knew that she didn't have her taser in her hand. Yeah, we need to also talk about the 3 other officers who aided and abetted Derrick Chauvin in murdering George Floyd. What's his name? The Asian officer especially. Not especially. Yet, all of them equally should be guilty of aiding and abetting in the murder of George Floyd. I think it's Dao, whoever the Asian guy's name is, Alexander Queen, and Thomas Lane. They faced 2 charges: aiding and abetting second-degree murder, which carries a maximum sentence of 40 years. They should get all of that. And second degree, aiding and abetting second-degree manslaughter, which carries, I think, 10 years. And they should get every year of that, because the Asian officer aided and abetted a murder, kept the people at bay, while Derrick Chauvin placed his knee on a brother's neck until he died. Now we need to recognize when we're being mocked. When I seen the very first time that I seen Derrick Chauvin placing his knee on George Floyd's neck, the very first time I watched that video, my sentiment was that he was making mockery of us. He was actually making mockery of our protest against police brutality. During this murder in Minneapolis, our people were protesting all over the nation and the world. Not only our people, people in general, but mostly our people. I'm going to keep it our people. We were protesting all over the world. Those of us who are into that, we were taking a knee. Okay? That's how we were protesting, taking a knee. And Derrick Chauvin made mockery of our protest, and he took a knee on George Floyd's neck for almost 10 minutes, and it resulted in the brother's death. He murdered the brother. His ears was deaf to the pleas of George Floyd's. His ears were deaf to the pleas of the people watching him murder the brother, George Floyd. Derrick Chauvin's ears were deaf to the pleas of everybody standing around here, him telling him that you're killing the man. He has no pulse. He's not moving anymore. And then the brother, George Floyd himself, was crying out, telling the man, for the sake of argument, I'm going to call him a man because it's a savage, telling Derrick Chauvin that he couldn't breathe. And I'm sure Derrick Chauvin didn't like the fact that he said, I can't breathe, because that was the narrative. And that's what the people were saying as they were kneeling. So we need to understand. See, they should have added hate crime to Derrick Chauvin's charges, because that was a hate crime. They're going around telling us to stop Asian hate when hate crimes are being committed on us. The police are committing hate crimes on black people, yet they want to make black people the culprit. And they also have Asian cops who are racist, who are white supremacists, that de Blasio put out undercover to actually taunt black people. And then when the black person go back and forth with them, they are charged. I'm not understanding. Unless you threaten a person to do like physical violence against a person, where's the charges coming from? So you're telling me we can't say nothing to Asian people? If Asian people insult us, we just have to take it? We can't say nothing to them. We get charged. Black people can't even have a confrontation, a verbal confrontation with Asian people? Is that where we're at now? See, I see it coming up the pike. Asian people are the people that we're going to have to deal with in the near future. Not because we're doing something to them, because of this narrative that is put out that we're doing something to them. And there's a lot of Asian people who don't like black people. I don't pay attention to Asian people. They're invisible to me. Now, all of a sudden, in this most case scenario to all of us, now all of a sudden, black people are going around attacking Asian people. What about the Asian people who attack black people? There's several videos, more videos than black people attacking Asian people. There's more videos of Asian people attacking black people that we can look up and show as an example of this narrative that they're pushing being a lie. George Floyd's family, may they be well and blessed. Yet, there's a system put in place that make these people continuously behave the way they behave, especially the race soldiers with guns and badges. Until we get that system destroyed, until there's a law put in place where the police just can't kick your door in because they're kicking in too many doors of the wrong people, until they get rid of qualified immunity, until they get rid of the chokehold, until they make it a mandatory thing that the police officers must make an attempt to de-escalate, until they make it unlawful for police officers to turn off their body cameras, until they make it a law that if a police officer is seen doing the wrong thing, that another fellow police officer is duty bound to intervene, all the way up to arresting the other officer. If you want trust from the people, my people in particular, you have to earn that trust. You can't just expect us to trust you when your credibility is zero and your history is violence against us, setting us up, murdering us for no reason. We can't go back and forth with you. Okay, I'm in my 50s, so a 30-year-old man can tell me to shut up. I'm a man, I'm not going to shut up. But because I challenge him where he's wrong in the first place, I'm the bad guy. And people tell us we should just comply. Unlawful orders, we should just comply. No, police officers' orders should be always lawful. Why? Because they're officers of the law. They are law enforcement. They just can't make it up as they go. Until racism, white supremacy is destroyed and this culture in policing is destroyed, there's really nothing for us to celebrate. We'll just wait it out and we'll just get lax. Okay? We'll relax and we'll chill until the next episode. And then we're right where we started with another murder of a black man, woman, or child today. That is something that we must consider. People are dancing in the street like, we still don't have work to do. We still have work to do. It's a total system that we must destroy. And until it's destroyed, we have to be steadfast in our work. This is the enemy's public, and I am Bro.Nasir. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section. Peace.